Hey everybody, I want to talk to you about the bill that went through Washington this week. It's supposed to be the bill that helps the United States of America compete with China. It's actually called the Competes Act, but it really does anything but that. We actually nickname it the Concedes Act. You know something that's not addressed in the Competes Act that would really matter when you talk about competing? Cyber terrorism. If you're not aware of it, right now, the United States of America, our government, our individuals across our country, our businesses, our corporation, on average, we see cyber attack every 12 hours coming from China, from the Chinese Communist Party, state-sponsored terrorism coming from that country. What's not addressed is how do we actually go out there and stop that? If they're using a satellite, one of their satellites that they launched into orbit to conduct cyber terrorism against the United States of America or one of our companies, then why aren't we disabling those satellites? Why don't we have our Space Force up there putting an astronaut out into orbit, cutting the wires on those satellites or something else? But this is something that we need to address in order to actually compete. To compete, we can't let them conduct cyber terrorism, and if somebody's attacking me, I'm going to bring that to an end. What's not addressed is Taiwan. The United States of America used to have a reputation for standing up for democracies, for the democratic system. It's what we fundamentally believe in, but we see the nation of Taiwan being threatened in an increased way day after day after day by China, actually looking to annex Taiwan and take them over as they've done Hong Kong, and this is what they want to do. This is a very real threat in the United States of America in the Competes Act. It's not out there helping those democracies like Taiwan to make sure that we as a democracy remain that much stronger because of our democratic allies. You know what's not addressed in the Competes Act? What's going on with deep water ports around the globe, but specifically in the Western Hemisphere in our own backyard. China is making deals in places like the Bahamas and Haiti and Cuba and Venezuela and so many other places to have access to their ports. China is also rapidly growing their naval forces and their military so that they have the capability to move their navy across the ocean. Where will be the next place that we see their navy show up? Very likely those deep water ports just off the coasts of the United States of America. What else isn't taken care of in the Competes Act that doesn't help America compete? If you've heard of the International Monetary Fund or the IMF, you may not know that you as the taxpayer, your dollars go to help guarantee loans through the International Monetary Fund for developing nations across the globe. Now, China is not a developing nation. They're trying to rapidly develop their economy. The Competes Act is supposed to help us compete against their economy, but here's what doesn't happen. China still has the status of developing nation when it comes to the International Monetary Fund. So what's happening is your tax dollars are guaranteeing extremely low interest loans for the Chinese government to go out there and build up their economy, to help them compete more against the United States of America. But what does this bill do? It guarantees another $40 billion to help the International Monetary Fund go dole out those loans to countries like China. What else doesn't happen in the Competes Act? One of the things that needs to be addressed above all is the fact that if you have something that says made in China on it, there's an extremely good chance that that was sourced through Chinese slave labor. The Uyghur Muslims in China, as an example, are forced into re-education camps. They have genocide conducted against them, and they are used as slave labor within the country of China. The Chinese Communist Party, they fundamentally disagree with the freedom that Americans have, the freedom that we have under our great democratic system. What do they want to do? They want to see democracies like the United States of America and Taiwan and others fall. We need to recognize that above all, China is not our friend. They do not like our democratic system. They do not want to see our values advance across the globe. They want to see their communist values advance across the globe. That is the biggest threat that the United States of America could face. That's what the Compete Act does not go out and help America compete better at. And that's why this is a terrible bill that Washington needs to go back to the drawing board for.